Hello guys, this is Anu here again from Mo365 Experts, and yes, I have changed my channel name for now, that is Learn Microsoft Office 365. And welcome to my channel everyone. I hope you all are doing well, and let us start with the today's video, which should be understanding different admin roles, what is global administrator, and how to disable the security defaults as I told in the previous video. So let us first see how to disable the security defaults. So now what is it exactly? If you all remember, whenever we open, as I said in my last video, whenever we open a new account for starting 14 days, it always asks you to set up an device to get two-factor. It always tells you to secure your account. If you want, you can still skip that. For example, if you remember this page where we land in, we get skip for now, 12 days required, 12 days until this is required. So for next 12 days it will continue. If I do not want this pop-up to come again and again, I can go and I can disable this. For now I cannot, because if I say next, I have to set up a device. For example, if I click on next, it will tell me to set up a device, and if I do not want this, then I can skip for now and then I can click on next, right? But I do not want this option to come again and again. So here if I'm getting two options, one is app and the other is phone. So I have to do this to secure my account, but I do not want this, so I will go ahead and I will just disable this. So let me show how this happens. What we will do is, we are on the admin center page now. We are in the admin center. On the left we will see this option called as admin centers. We have to click on admin centers, click on Azure Active Directory. It will take me to Azure Active Directory admin center. See, if I'm getting the same pop-up. Skip for now. I do not want this again and again, so I am doing this step. So we will go to Azure Active Directory. We will click here on the left, which we see Azure Active Directory. Let's click on this. Scroll down here and we will see properties. Let us click on properties. On the right, let us scroll down. Click on manage security defaults. Security defaults is a set of basic identity security mechanism which is recommended by Microsoft. Whenever you are enabling this, it will be automatically enforced in your organization, which helps administrators and users to protect yourself from attacks. So this is enabled. That is the reason it gives you that pop-up. If we say no, whatever my reason is, I'm getting lot of MFA challenges, I'm saving this, and now in my next login it will not ask me for this pop-up. Let us say if I'm clicking on exchange, it should directly log me in without asking that pop-up which we normally get. Okay, do you see this? We got this Exchange Admin Center directly without logging in, without we need to skip that step. So this is how you disable the security defaults. So we don't need to understand much about all this right now. We will see all this in the upcoming videos. For now, how to disable this so that you can smoothly set up your account and start using it, we just need to disable that. But keeping it enabled is really good. But just keeping it enabled is not good. You have to set up the account for two-factor, of course, then only you will benefit, otherwise it's a waste. So let us close this right now, and now let us check what are the different admins. As I said, what is global administrator? So what is global administrator? Global administrator is someone who manages the entire organization at one point. For example, he is the one person, he is one point of contact. If you are the global admin, you can manage everything in your organization. So as I said, Microsoft 365 Admin Center is something which allows you to do a lot of different options. For example, creating users, deleting users, creating contacts, creating guest users, creating groups, creating resources, rooms and sites, managing your billing portal, adding the payment methods, removing the payment methods, assigning the licenses to the users, assigning, just buying the licenses, renewing the licenses, creating the new support tickets, viewing the support tickets. That means whenever you have some queries, you contact your Microsoft support team, right? You always have that option. To how you can do that, I will show it in the next tutorial, but you have to contact the 365 support team in case if you have some queries. So that you can do from here. Adding your own custom domain, organization related settings for anything whichever you want to do. Partner relationships is something, if you have your own Microsoft partner who handles everything for you. Setup is again, which helps you to tell you what exact setup you need, how many add-ins you have done, and discover a lot of settings of your organization. Reports, this gives you different issues which is ongoing from the Microsoft server end. Service health gives you that. Message center is something which gives you different notifications about the features, and these are admin centers which allows you to sign in to different admin centers, such as security admin center is a different option, Azure Active Directory is a different option, Exchange is something who Exchange admin center is something which you go into to handle different exchange related activities. Same way SharePoint, Teams, OneDrive, and so on. But all these options is handled by only one person, that is global administrator, who can do each and everything. That is called as a global administrator. But there are other admins as well who can do these roles. If I tell this, if you come here, whenever you create a user, it asks you if you want to create that person as a user, or do you want to assign a role such as an admin role. But if you remember, when we created two users, we just gave them one user role and not any administrator roles. So let us see what all admins you have in O365. Exchange admin is someone who has full access to Exchange Online, who can create groups and manage service request and monitor health request. Monitor service health is something which can be done by almost every admin. But Exchange admin is someone who has access to Exchange admin centers. If you see here on the left, this portal, Exchange admin center, this is handled by Exchange admin. Okay. Next is global admin. As I said, who can handle everything. There is no need of a single feature for that admin, is global admin. Global reader is not having that much. Okay, so global reader is someone who doesn't have that much role. He can just view all the features and all the settings in all admin centers. He can just see it, what all options you have, but cannot make much changes in the admin center. Help desk admin is someone who can reset administrator and non-administrator passwords, re-authenticate them, that is change the roles and everything, who can manage the service request and monitor service health is someone is done by everyone. So that is what is help desk admin. Service support admin is someone who can create the support tickets, who can contact Microsoft support team and again monitor service health. That's all can be done by the service support admin. SharePoint admin, again, who has access to SharePoint admin center. OneDrive admin, who has access to OneDrive admin center. Teams service admin is someone who has access to Teams admin center. So these are every admins who has individual access to particular product admin centers. Team admin can only access Teams admin center. SharePoint admin can access only SharePoint admin center, and so on for Exchange, OneDrive, Azure, everything. User admin, if you see this user admin, the one who can reset the user passwords and manage the users and groups. And again the same thing, monitor the service health and manage a service request. The difference is between user admin and help desk admin is they can even change the roles for the global for the administrators, and they can even reset the passwords for administrators, but user admin can do it only for the users. Okay, so these are the main roles. There may be lot of other roles which you can go through, but these are some of the important roles which we need to know, which I just shared with you all. Other than this, there are a lot of other roles, and for example security administrator, and there are lot of other administrators. If you go on studying different products other than Exchange, OneDrive, Teams, SharePoint and everything, then you will get lot of different features and administrators. So the main admin roles which I just explained is something which we need to know. Other than that, I don't think it is much of important now when you start learning O365, or even when you are much experienced. This products come at the end. Whenever you, it's upon you. If you want to learn more, then you need to know about this features. For now, we are okay with whatever we just saw. So what we saw today is different admin roles, how to assign different admin roles when you create a user, what is security defaults and why you don't need it and why you should disable it. And in the next coming videos we will see the different other features regarding the admin center, and different features which I will tell the introduction whenever I will start the videos. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you all like this. Please do subscribe, share and like the videos. Do share it with the people, your friends. Do comment if you need any particular video to be uploaded. If you are facing any issues, if you want that particular video to be created, do let me know. I will create a video for that particular issue. Thank you so much everyone, and I hope you all have a lovely day ahead. Thank you.